up, everyone? Peace, peace, peace. Peace and shalom, shalom and peace, y'all. Um, sit down, sit. She, this, this little puppy here, you know how she get. She, she watch, sit and watch me. It could be all night. Won't say nothing. Won't whine or anything. As soon as I get on live, she want to start acting up. But I guess just trying to get a little attention. Just trying to get a little attention. Hey y'all, everybody that's coming in. It's live. It's live. Sit down, cutie pie. Sit. Um, it's live, y'all. It's live. It's live. 365, y'all. It's live. Yep. We're going. I got my phone right here, just in case I need to go on CNN or something like that, or MSNBC or ABC or CBS or some news outlet, just in case I don't want to quote anything as far as what went on this week. And it's been some crazy weather and stuff like that. Just waiting for everybody to come on. MS.GERRY is live. MS.GERRY, this is still her channel, y'all. It's still her channel. I'm just helping out, give you guys an update of what's going on and stuff like that, and what went on this week, y'all. I mean, we all seen what went on, but I'm just coming on here to ask everyone's opinion. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Oh shoot, you know what? Let me do that. Let me like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Before I tell anyone to do that, I gotta do it myself. Now, let me turn this down. I'm surprised I'm up. That's the reason why I'm doing this live, because I'm up. I think, you know what? I had drunk some caffeine and some pop, I should say. Which got caffeine in it. I had some good sleep today because I was tired. I was tired last this day, and got 9 people in the live. Hit the thumbs up. Everyone that's on here, hit the thumbs up, y'all. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. Got another live. That's Aristotle. Small account trading, building wealth from scratch. Yeah, he's live. He's live right now. So I kind of follow Aristotle. Peace to him as far as options trades and stuff like that. Let me give him a thumbs up. I like to give MS.GERRY a thumbs up. And yeah, everyone that's live, y'all. Everyone that's live, we're gonna be talking about the Minnesota incident and yeah, y'all. Yeah, everyone that's on here, that's on the live, y'all. Everyone that's on the live, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. And give MS.GERRY a shout out. Go to the GoFundMe page. And it's 12 o'clock. It's the first day of the week, which is the first day of the week is Sunday. Today was the Sabbath day. Today the teaching was real great, y'all. It was circumcision, the Messiah, and sin, and it was talking about the House of Israel. A shout out to the bishop there at the House of Israel, and shout out to the bishop there, to the House of Israel, y'all. And he had a good teaching today about circumcision of the heart, And okay, you got a few houses in Israel. Oh, okay, got it. But yeah, the teaching was excellent today, y'all. Teaching was excellent today. And like I said, it was just talking about uh, the circumcision of the heart, and not talking about the physical part of your heart, because we know that within 8 days, as far as the Jewish culture and American culture now, that it's a lot of boys get circumcised, and it's a lot of well, boys get circumcised and they get named, and it's talking about circumcision of sin in your life, circumcision of uh, just getting rid of sin, getting rid of worldly thoughts and worldly actions and stuff like that. So, what's up, Anthony Stone Jr.? What's up, Brandon Wood 6980? What's up? What's up? What's up? Some of y'all handles got so many. It's so long. AD3 Nettis 123. What's up? What's up? A piece of Arthur Bishop Bailey today in Charlotte was talking about sin, circumcision, the Messiah, and sin in our lives. And it's just amazing how the things that God does, things that Yahweh does, as far as when King Herod was warned. Well, a prophecy was given to him about a king coming on earth, but his mind was thinking about a physical king. He wasn't talking about no spiritual king. So he started killing all the babies that was under 2 years old. So God made Mary and Joseph leave Nazareth, or Jerusalem, I should say, and go far away from that incident, because you got to remember, if he would have stayed and got circumcised, he would have got killed. But God saw to it that him and his physical mother and his stepfather, because Joseph was his actually stepfather, because he was not, his seed did not come out of actual Joseph. It came from the Holy Spirit. That's how Yeshua was born, because the angel Gabriel gave Mary the prophecy that the Holy Spirit will come upon her, and she will have a child named, and his name will be Emmanuel, meaning God with us. So, but the circumcision of the heart, it's it's something that we always have to ask the Most High Heavenly Father to circumcise our heart and remove all the unwanted fleshly desires from our heart, that we can feed the spirit more than feeding the flesh, So yeah, y'all, it's something. It's something, y'all. It is something. Yeah, y'all. I'm telling y'all, everybody that's coming in, hit the thumbs up. We're gonna be talking about the Minnesota incident. We're gonna be talking about things that's going on in this world. And we're gonna be talking, just general talk, and asking everyone to give to the MS.GERRY Legal Defense Fund, and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Everyone that's on here, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Give a thumbs up, y'all. Everyone in here, give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up. Yeah, give a thumbs up, y'all. But like I was saying, y'all, MS.GERRY is, I'm telling y'all, MS.GERRY is the face of this channel. She is the face of this channel, and she is she is like the number one uh, the number one requested person on this channel. But right now, she's going through some stuff, and we're going through some stuff. Uh, yeah, we're going through some stuff, and we're asking because I'm paying for the lawyer, but I'm asking for help as far as um, financial. If you look at the Miss Jerry Legal Defense Fund, if you look at her GoFundMe page, go to the GoFundMe page and give a donation. I don't touch the donation until we get close to our goal. And with that donation, I give it to the lawyer. And as far as the update for Miss Jerry, we're gonna find one of her lawyers is gonna. He said that he's gonna come visit her this week, the week of the 11th, which is today, which is after Sunday, after 12 o'clock. So it'll be, I mean, not today, but as far as this week, it'll be between the 11th and the 16th. I think Friday is the 16th or something like that. So I'm saying that to say this, that, everyone keep Miss Jerry in your prayers, and make sure you guys help out, y'all, because you never know. I think I'm gonna give to Mickey Rourke, because he's an actor. Mickey Rourke is an actor, and he's got a GoFundMe page, because I'm telling you, man, you never know when you're gonna need help, and it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help, y'all. It's okay to ask for help, and even stars sometimes they go through it, Sometimes they spend the money that they spend, and they think it's forever sometimes, and sometimes it's not, Sometimes, and like I said, sometimes you need help. So I'm gonna give to the Mickey Rourke Fund. If it's $1, if it's $5, if it's $10, if it's $50 or $100, I'm gonna give something. Because like I said, I never know when I'm gonna need help, and which I do. I need help now, So yeah, y'all, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna go through it. If it's an hour or two, where I'm at work right now at my second job, and then I'll do a third job tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, because like I said, I'm trying to help Miss Jerry out, and make sure that she is well taken care of, and she's able to get out that situation, y'all. So let's go with some headlines that's been happening for the week of the 4th, I think. It started on the 4th, but first of all, just nasty weather everywhere. Man, I mean, just nasty weather from the East Coast. I mean, we had rain, even though it was down here in the Southeast. We had rain, and we had cold. As far as being down here in the South, even though it's warm, it's usually kind of warm down here. We still have rain, and some gray days and stuff like that, and just ugh. But yeah, from the Northeast, New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio, nasty snow and ice, and all cars just spinning out, donutting out, and just bad weather. I mean, just horrible. As far as the Northeast, that weather was bad. just bad. And I don't get how motorists, if you know, unless you like really, really going somewhere, because I got caught in a storm one night. I was coming from my hometown, um, the Rock. I was coming from the Rock, and I had to go through Buffalo the way that I go. I had to go through Buffalo and then hit 70, 79 South. But as soon as I hit the toll booth in Buffalo, it started coming like little pellets of snow, little pellets, little pellets. And then next thing you know, it was just like blinding. It took me almost 3 hours just to get out of Buffalo, when it usually take me like an hour. It usually takes me like 1 hour to get out of Buffalo. It took me almost 3 hours of driving slow, putting on my flashers, and then the wipers, because I had to rent a car, the wipers started freezing. That's how cold it was. So I had to stop and take the wipers and smash them on the window to get the ice off. It was something. It was something. That was a bad snowstorm I got in. Just getting back down. Excuse me, getting back down here to Charlotte. So, yeah, that was some bad weather, y'all. That was some bad. I got caught up. I've got caught up in ice storms before and driving, but see, I know how to drive it. I know how to drive it, and I know how to be careful. And just when you in a storm, just try your best to be careful in it. Don't try to be like, well, I can drive this. I'm gonna drive 80 miles an hour. No, you can't do that. You can't do that, y'all. You cannot do that. You can't drive 80 miles an hour in a snowstorm. You can't drive 80 miles an hour through an ice storm. It was one time I was going to Memphis, and I had to go through Cleveland, and yeah, in Ohio, I got caught up in an ice storm. I mean, it was rain. It wasn't snowing. It was ice. It was raining ice, basically. I got through it. Once I got past let me see, was it Dayton or was it because Ohio got so many cities. Ohio got Cleveland, Dayton, Columbus. They have Akron. They have let me see what else Ohio got. Yeah, Ohio got a lot of famous cities and towns. Ohio. And Ohio is, see, once you get past Cleveland and stuff like that, everything is flat. It's like flat land. And that's a good thing, because it's not really hilly, and it's not curvy, like, it's not curvy like it's not curvy like a lot of other places and stuff like that. So yeah, I had to turn my car on because this dude just walking. Oh, he must be doing the cut. So yeah, yeah, I'm security. It is a shortcut, so you gotta walk through here and walk through there and stuff like that. So yeah, this guy got all black. Go figure. But yeah, y'all. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the weather this week has just been crazy. It's just been crazy. It's just been, and that's the Northeast. Now the West, because we get a lot of snow, Northeast, a lot of rain, well, some rain in the Southeast, and on the West, just floods, all the rain, California, man, that state, California gets beat up a lot. You got the you got the mudslides, you got the earthquakes. I mean, California, I don't see how, uh, if anybody in here from California, um, let me know, what's the insurance like over in California? Because I know the insurance got to be high. It's got to be high. You gotta have earthquake. You gotta have, if you have a home, you gotta have earthquake insurance. You gotta have disaster insurance or something like that. Because California got so California. I've been to California. I got family in California. I got a cousin. He's a doctor. My other cousin, she used to stay in California. I think her mom is still in California. But California, man, they get rocked. I mean, they get rocked as far as weather. Like I said, they get the rain. But then again, on the good side, they do have a lot of sunny days, palm trees. You know, I'm surprised about California because when the time I went, it was June. It was cool. I thought it was gonna be hot. I thought it was gonna be like sweating and all that stuff, but it was cool. So I guess California got a different kind of weather or different because they're on the west coast and stuff like that. So excuse me, y'all. I got these glasses, and usually with these little Dollar Tree glasses, I drop them so much that I always get this one side that'll stay, and the other side I gotta go get some more tomorrow. But yeah, y'all, this weather, and it's God's doing. God, he controls the weather, you know. But California is, man, California has earthquakes. California has mudslides. California has rain. When it rains, it pours in California. They have earthquakes. They have mudslides. They have forest fires. Last year, almost a whole town almost burnt down. One of the guys on ABC News, David Muir, he interviewed this guy that lost everything. I mean, a lot of people lost everything, but he interviewed this guy, and the same guy that when he came back, the same guy was there, trying to, get his stuff together, get what he had left. I don't know why he came there the same year or the next year or something like that, but the same guy was there that David Muir interviewed about, losing everything. So we gotta be thankful to God, y'all. We have to be thankful to God that that some places in America, they don't have as much bad weather as California. I'm from New York, and we get bad snow. We rarely get an earthquake. If we do, it's like maybe a small tremor or something like that. And we get they call them nor'easters or something like nor'easterns or something like that. Nor'easters. So sometimes we get like a hurricane, a little tornado here and there. Sometimes in New York we get from down in the five boroughs, upstate and western New York. That's how New York. That's how New York is shaped. New York is shaped. You got the five boroughs at the bottom, Manhattan on the island of Manhattan. Then you got upstate, the capital of you got the state capital, and you got Yonkers, the Bronx, all that stuff. That's kind of like considered upstate. You got the Pocono. I think it's the Poconos or something like that. That's kind of like upstate and stuff like that. And you got what else is upstate? Upstate New York. Upstate New York is considered, once you leave the five boroughs and you go up. You go Manhattan, Harlem, and the Bronx, Yonkers, because you're taking the 87 Deegan, 87 going back to 17, 17 to 490 or 90 to 490, something like that. I haven't drove it in a while, but yeah, Mount Vernon is upstate. You got Mount Vernon, Yonkers, um, well, I should say the Bronx, Yonkers, Mount Vernon, and stuff like that. So that's considered upstate. And then you got west. Going west is like Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo, and then after Buffalo, you got state of Pennsylvania, going towards Pittsburgh and stuff like that. So yeah, because I'm a traveler, and yeah, we get we get bad weather. We get bad weather as far as the East Coast. We get bad weather, y'all. Don't forget, I'm gonna keep reiterating this. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Miss Jerry, her update as far as what we're gonna find out. One of the lawyers is gonna go see her. Matter of fact, I was trying to find this lawyer to talk with her, and I would go there, and they would say, oh, he's not in because it was the holiday, and he's not in. He's been back and forth out of town and stuff like that. So when I went Thursday to go see her, I went up to one of the offices for the clerk of courts, talk with them, I'll ask them some questions and stuff like that. And of course, they always say, "Oh, we don't know until we find out. We don't know until we know, and then we'll let you know." Bada bing, bada boom. And just so happened at the time, the lawyer I've been looking for was standing right outside of talking with another family. And I talked with him and stuff like that, and he promised me, "Oh yeah, I've been out of town, and I've been back and forth and stuff like that, and I won't be going out of town till like May or June or something like that. So I'm definitely gonna come see her next week. She's on my short list." Bada bing, bada boom. I'm like, okay, all right. So, what I'm saying that to say this, as far as this public announcement, go to the Miss Jerry GoFundMe page and give a donation, y'all. And yeah, y'all, give a donation. Give a donation, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, to the Miss Jerry Fund, the Miss Jerry Legal Defense Fund, y'all. I'm paying the lawyer, and I'm really asking for everyone's help. She's got a lot of subscribers on here, and if a lot of subscribers just give $1, if a lot of subscribers just give $1, that'll help. I mean, that would help so much. And we, like I said, we don't touch the donations to her GoFundMe page. We don't touch it at all. If you look at it, we don't touch it. And when we do allocate it, it's going to be given to the lawyer. That money is going to be given to the lawyer. The lawyers, they have a lot of lawyers have a website now called LawPay, where you just make payments. You make payments and stuff like that. You can try it for a loan and then make payments, but you got to get approved, just like any other loan institution. So what I'm saying to say this about this week has been crazy. This week is about the Bible talks about stuff like that. About right now we're just going over the bad weather and stuff like that that's been happening from the East Coast to the West Coast and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been something else, y'all. It's been something else about this weather. But it's just the changing times, the seasons, and the weather's been going like this ever since God made the weather, basically. So it's gonna happen. But like I said, California is it's nice. The days that they have nice days, it's beautiful. But the days they had the bad weather, they get, like I said, California gets rocked. I mean, they get rocked as far definitely the earthquakes. I mean, the earthquakes I've seen on the news, or I mean, just rubble. Some places just reduced to almost rubble. So, I mean, California, wow. I mean, California just they get it. California, they really get it in California, y'all. So, just pray for people in California. Pray that God will bless them. Pray that the weather will be beautiful and great for the rest of the year in California. And we just pray that God will just bless the weather. Ask God that we just pray that God that He will change the weather for good. And I know sometimes we definitely need snow, because snow washes all the chemicals out the air and stuff like that, the bad chemicals, the pollution and stuff like that. So yeah, y'all. Yeah. So saying that to say this, that's something else, y'all. This week has been crazy, and we just talked about the weather. Now we're gonna talk about Trump. We're gonna talk about Trump, y'all, and his pirating of I call it pirating of of Venezuela. You know, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna call it he made a pirate move, man. He just wow, he came in there. Still, they still overtaking oil tankers and stuff like that in Venezuela, y'all. And now he met with all the oil executives. It was like, look, this is how I'm gonna do this. Matter of fact, I am doing this, and we're going in Venezuela, and we're gonna restructure all their um, oil and gas pipelines and stuff like that. And once we reconstruct it, I guess he was saying reconstruct it and get back the rights and stuff like that. We're gonna divvy it up. We're gonna do that's like a man coming into your house, a man on the outside coming into your house, overtaking your house, and then telling the other thieves, hey y'all, yeah, we got this house, and I'm not calling the oil guys thieves and stuff like that. It's weird. It's just like now he's saying, we're gonna divvy it up to Venezuela, and you big oil Venezuela, the U.S. and the oil companies. Now we all know that the oil companies are probably going to take most of the majority of the um, profits. So I'm thinking, I think he made $100 billion deal for that, and he had them sit down. He had all of them sit down, and I think most of them agreed. One guy was on TV on the news and saying, I don't think he was there, but I don't think he really wanted to do this. He said because we got messed over twice. So now we're going back in Venezuela for the third time to get messed up again. Because Venezuela, I think they took the oil rights from America, and they said Venezuela got like the most oil reserves in the world. They're like number one. I don't see how that is, because Saudi Arabia and all the Arab countries got a lot of oil, or they just use their oil for dollars, petrodollars. But anyways, y'all, yeah. See, I'm military now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am military, but see, Trump can't. He can't go into Iran and Iraq and do that just like that without them fighting back. Them Iranians, the Saudi Arabians, the Iraqis, most of the Arab countries and stuff like that, Muslim countries, they're gonna fight back. They're gonna, even though, we have a lot of advanced technology as far as military, but it don't matter. When God says He gonna protect the country, He gonna protect it. I don't care how much we can have. We can have nuclear bombs, which we have. I don't care what we have, what kind of technology we have. If God's gonna protect the country, He will protect it. We can fight. We can fight. Let me see a little. We can fight Cuba, and if Cuba fast and pray and ask for God's protection, and it's nothing we can. It ain't nothing we can no bomb we can throw at Cuba that God won't protect. If Cuba sits down and says, hey, we're gonna live for God, live holy for God, and this and that, we're gonna pray, we're gonna fast. America says they're gonna like the Bay of Pigs. America says they're gonna invade us or whatever. It won't happen. If God said it won't happen, it won't happen. Like I said, we got some of the best technology out there. But if God saying it's not gonna happen, then it's not gonna happen. So I don't know how long Trump is going to get away with this or able to get away with this, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still gonna invest. I'm still gonna maybe buy some stock, some more, because I did some investing, but I had to change my account from a margin account to a cash account because I couldn't get out the trade when I got into it, and my trade turned around on me. My trade turned around on me, and I tried everything to make some money off of that, and I told everybody. I made a little bit of money, but the money that I had, the money that rose up for me, I wanted to get out so bad, but I had a margin account, and I didn't want to get the PDT rule, meaning that if I would have got out that trade the same day, they would have flagged me, and I would have. I think I'm on my second flag or something like that. They would have restricted me from trading for like 90 days or 30, something like that. I think it's 30 days or 90 days. I gotta look it up again. But you can't be a pattern day trader uh, with some accounts that you have with Robinhood. I think they're trying to get away from that. They're trying to do away with that with the PDT rule. So I don't know if it went in effect yet or not, or if it's gonna go in effect, or they're still in the process of making it a bill and sending it to Capitol Hill. I still remember that Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just a bill, and I'm sitting on Capitol Hill. So yeah, um, yeah, that PDT rule is now, and either you can have a margin account, or you can have now a cash account. You can get in and out. You can do zero DTE. Zero DTE when it comes to trading means zero date to expire, meaning you can get in and out of a trade. When I say a trade, I mean a options trade the same day without your options expiring. So zero DTE means zero date to expire, and you can get in and out of a trade the same day. If you win that trade, but you can't take those funds and trade another um, uh, trade in other contracts. So you just gotta get your reserve funds and trade another contract or something like that. So yeah, y'all, it's something with trading and investing and stuff like that. So many regulations and rules, which is good as far as America and stuff like that. That you don't want to lose all your money. So, but I'm saying that to say this about the oil overtake, or I should say, he taxed. Back in New York, we used to be like, ma'am, I'm taxing you, partner. You getting taxed. I mean, we taking what we gonna take. When we were teenagers and stuff like that, and we used to tell people, man, I'm about to tax your money, partner. We taxing you. You know what I'm saying? We taxing you, man. So, as far as that, if your money was gonna get taken, your donuts was gonna get taken, or whatever, your lunch was gonna get taken. Yeah, that's how it was in New York. It still is like that. But Donald J. Trump, is making a deal with these oil companies, and I want to find out. I'm gonna research it more. I'm gonna find out how many oil. I know Exxon was there, and Chevron was there, and probably Valero was there. Um, uh, but yeah, I want to find out how many. And these, I think they were all American oil companies. So That's why they've been giving a lot of electrical vehicles and stuff like that, like trying to shun them away because they're trying to. Oil is still in the ground, and a lot of these cars are still built on gas and gas production and stuff like that. Um, yeah, so it's still money to be made. It's still millions and billions of dollars to be made in oil and gas. And if they can hoard it as much as they can, they're going to try their best to hoard it and be covered. A lot of rich people, not a lot, not all of them, not all of them, but a lot of rich people, they know how to, they know the system. And, we can't complain when people say, oh, the rich get richer. Yeah, they get richer. The reason why, what's the reason why the rich get richer is because the Bible, what does the Bible say? My people perish for the lack of knowledge. And he's talking about all things knowledge, from the Bible to money to life situations, family. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. And people won't sit down and read a book or read on how to take this money and make more money, you know? But the rich people, they do that. Like Donald J. Trump, I know he done taught his family, hey, this is how you do this. This is how you make this money flow. That's why money is called currency. Money is supposed to money is supposed to leave you and come back. Leave you and come back. Leave you and come back. Just like an ocean. An ocean cleanses it goes, ebbs and flows, go back and forth, back and forth. That's why it's called currency, y'all. You don't put your money in a bank, in a savings account, and just let it sit there. It's not flowing. You take your money and and invest in assets and stuff like that. You know, buying stocks and stuff like that with companies. When you buy stock in a company, the company is working for you. The company is working for your money. Uh, your money is working for you when you buy stocks. Your money is working for you when you buy stocks, y'all. Because, okay, let's say for an example, Burger King. When you buy stock in Burger King, y'all, first and foremost, all those workers at all the Burger Kings are working your money, making your dollar turn into $2, or your $2 into $4, or your $4 into $8, you get what I'm saying. So your money is working for you when you invest or when you trade in the stock market, because you're saying that this asset or this company is going to take their knowledge, their know-how, their equipment, their logo, their franchise, their trademarks, everything, and they're going to make money. They're going to serve the customers. The customers, in turn, are going to pay the money, and in turn, it makes the stock market or the investors, um, uh, it makes them more money, and the money is circulating. The money flows. Money flows. Money flows. That's why, like I said, again, it's called currency, y'all. It's called currency. So, um, yeah, y'all, it's called currency. So I'm saying that to say this, y'all. Trump and rich people, we cannot get mad at rich people because they know how the system works. There's so much information. There's so many books out there. There's so many books out there on reading how to get rich and stuff like that. It's something. Um, hmm. You okay, cutie pie? Okay. All right. So yeah, y'all. Sit down, sit down, sit down, yeah. I know you want to get up, cutie pie. I took you to the bathroom. I'm going back out in a minute. But yeah, y'all, I'm saying that to say this. Look out what's gonna go on this week. After that meeting, I'm gonna research on what companies I'm gonna get back into again. And excuse me, what companies I'm gonna get back into again. And I'm gonna see what I'm gonna invest in this week. Probably some, just like I said, maybe some oil companies or maybe LMT, Lockheed Martin. Uh, those are like defense companies for the wars and stuff like that. You know, the Bible said wars and rumors of wars, y'all. So yeah, yeah, it's something. It's I'm telling y'all, man, it's something that it's something to get into. Trading, investing, um, getting into companies, start studying. If Sunday is your Sabbath, you know, go to your Sabbath and try to wait until the evening comes, Sunday evening, and start researching and stuff like that. Um, yeah, y'all, it's uh, it's a great time to invest. You know, we can't get mad at Donald Trump. He is a Republican, and Republicans like to go to war. Look at the Bushes. You know, they like to go to war. They would like to say, hey, look. Um, Now, don't get me wrong. Some Democrats they'll they'll do like little battles here and there, and if needed, the Democrats will go to war. But they don't. The Democrats are not. They not like, you know, they're not like fiending to go to war. They're not like, yeah, once I get in office, yeah, I'm gonna go to war with Iran. I'm gonna go to war with Venezuela. I'm gonna go to war with Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Republicans. That's Republicans, man. Because you got to realize we have defense companies that they have to sell their products to other countries. That's why we go to war. And we buy war bonds to help. Back in the days when they bought war bonds and stuff like that, that was helping our military build up and become a powerful military, the U.S. military. So, yeah, it's all good, y'all. It's all good. So, everybody that's in here, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Miss Jerry is in the house. So the update on Miss Jerry, y'all, is she is we're gonna I talked to one of the lawyers, and one of the lawyers is gonna meet with her this week, and yeah, one of the lawyers is gonna meet with her this week, and going to talk with her and reassure her that they're gonna be on our side, which they are, and we're gonna go from there, and I'll give you guys an update this week, and I'm gonna start doing more lives when I can because I'm working these two jobs, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's tiring. It's tiring with the two jobs, the van, the way I have to drive the van sometimes, y'all. I have to drive it, I barely put my foot on the pedal because it's how Miss Jerry got a lot of things, how she got things situated and stuff like that. Even though it's secure, sometimes one or two things fall and stuff like that, like salt shakers and stuff like that. Maybe maybe a piece of clothing might fall and stuff like that. I try my best to make the right turns or make slow turns, but then I don't want people behind me rushing and then almost hit the van. It's just that's why I did a few times I did live updates in my car, because my car, I can drive my car. I can drive my car regular, and it's not as tiring as far as this big van. It's an actual almost an apartment in this van. The way she got it. I mean, she got it like she got it hooked up, y'all. She's got it hooked up. Everyone that's in here, hit the thumbs up button, y'all. Hit the thumbs up button. Everyone that's in here, hit the thumbs up. We're going over this week about the Minnesota incident. Right now, I was talking about Donald J. Trump and his overtaking of Venezuela um, and the oil and gas situations. I'm working right now, y'all. You see my security hat. Um, and when I get off, I'm gonna get some rest and work my other job um, this afternoon. Uh, I'm going back to I'm going back to Burger King, and with these jobs, I'm helping Miss Jerry, and I'm going for another certification and stuff like that, y'all. So yeah, yep. So like I said, y'all, give to the Miss Jerry Fund, give to her fund, y'all, and just see to it, y'all. If y'all, like I said, if y'all go to the description page and look at her GoFundMe for her legal defense team, and I'm sorry, give a donation, y'all. Give a donation. You could donate $1. You could donate $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, y'all. I'm telling y'all, God will bless y'all. He will bless you, because it's blessings in the giving. That's what the Bible says. It's blessing in the givings, y'all. So, in this week's news, like I said, Donald Trump, yeah, Donald Trump is um, taking over, and all the oil companies met with him for, you know what? Let me make sure. I think he said it was $100 million deal, and let me double check, because I don't want to say something that I don't. I think he said 100 billion dollars for oil companies. And put down President Trump. President Trump. So, how are U.S. oil companies responding to Trump's plan for Venezuela? Oh, Trump seeks $100 billion for Venezuela oil, but Exxon boss says country uninvestable. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. That's something, y'all. That's something. Because you have to realize these oil companies, they do research and stuff like that. See, Donald Trump, he has a mentality of, just go out there and I'm just gonna put the money in. But these oil companies, they've had the experience. They've been around the world. So Exxon boss says country uninvestable. Wow, who is this? This Reuters? I'm trying to figure out who this is. U.S. President Donald Trump has asked for at least $100 billion in oil industry spending for Venezuela, but received a lukewarm response at the White House as one executive warned the South America country was currently uninvestable. Bosses of the biggest U.S. oil firms who attended the meeting acknowledged that Venezuela, sitting on vast energy reserves, represented an enticing opportunity, but they said significant changes would be needed to make the region an attractive investment. No major financial commitments were immediately forthcoming. Wow. So, like I said, like I was saying before, even though Trump, he's proposing this, but the oil companies, because they have so much experience and they know what countries they can get oil from, or what regulations and stuff like that, they're saying that Venezuela is uninvestable. Basically, you can't really invest in these companies. I mean, into this country, I should say, with the oil. Trump has said he will unleash the South American nation's oil for after U.S. forces seize its leader Nicolas Maduro in January 3rd raid on his capital. One of the things that United States gets out of this will be even lower energy prices. How you gonna lower energy prices? I don't know, man. Trump. I mean, sometimes he be saying stuff. I mean, when you presenting something, you trying to present your campaign. Sometimes you just say stuff that it sounds good on paper. What the old saying goes. It sounds good on paper, y'all. So Trump was saying the United States gets out of this will be even lower energy prices. That's it. Lower energy prices. What if my bill is $300? Now it'll just be $250, or maybe $280, $20 off or something like that. When you say lower, I mean lower should be like $80 or something like that. That's lower, where I can invest in Exxon and Chevron and stuff like that. You know, Exxon's chief executive Darren Wood said we have had our assets seized there twice, and so you can imagine to re-enter a third time. That's like getting married twice, and then a third woman comes up to you and be like, "Hey, let's get married." You'd be like, I don't know. I don't know about marriage. I don't know about a third marriage. So you can imagine to re-enter a third time would require some pretty significant changes from what we've historically seen in what is currently the state. Today is uninvestable. Venezuela has had a complicated relationship with international oil firms since oil was discovered in its territory more than 100 years ago. Wow. Wow, so 1925 or 1925 or something, 1924, they discovered oil in Venezuela. Chevron is the last remaining major American oil firm still operating in the country. A handful of companies from other countries, including Spain's Repsol and Italy's Eni, both of which were represented at the White House meeting, are also active. Okay. Trump said his administration would decide which firms would be allowed to operate. You're dealing with us directly. You're not dealing with Venezuela at all. We don't want you to deal with Venezuela, he said. Wow. So yeah, I guess Venezuela is open for business. This is from the BBC, British Broadcasting Company Corporation. We are open for business, Trump said. On Friday, Trump signed an executive order that seeks to prohibit U.S. courts from seizing revenue that the U.S. collects from Venezuela oil and holds in America's Treasury accounts. Trump he's tiring too. Even the New York Times saying 100 billion to revive Venezuela's energy industry. Oil executives are not sure. So wow, I don't know if I should. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how things go. Do you think I should take uh, SSRI for my doctor? Yeah, you should. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, y'all, uh, everyone that's on here, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And, we're going over this week, what happened this week, y'all. About Donald Trump, him overtaking the oil uh, industry in Venezuela. And so he did it strategically. I mean, he was bombing a lot of them boats that was coming over here, bringing drugs, dangerous drugs. And yeah, that's why he was bombing those boats, so he can get as close to. Uh, that was a good military tactic that he did. That the um, that they did. They bombed. They kept bombing these boats. So eventually, the U.S. come in and blitz and get the quarterback, which was Madero. That's how they did it, y'all. That's how they did it. Just like a, just like the blockers that's blocking your running back. Oh no, I'm sorry, defense. So just like your defensive linemen that come in and smash the defensive line and let the safety come in and hit the quarterback, or one of the linebackers come in and hit that quarterback, and that's what they did. That was a good plan. That was an excellent plan, you know, on Trump's part, and uh, and the Secretary of Defense, Pete, Sneaky Pete. Yeah, that was a good one, y'all. That was a good one. So yeah, y'all, that's this week with Trump and the oil executives, and gonna read some more into it by tomorrow. Because at least by tomorrow, you're gonna know something by tomorrow night. Go to Reuters or go to New York Times online or Yahoo News and find out. Because I know they're gonna have another meeting probably tomorrow night, before Monday morning. So I'm saying that to say this, y'all. Uh, that I think that Exxon and them, I don't think they're gonna go in Venezuela. If they're saying it's uninvestable, they're not gonna waste their time to go in there a third time and get screwed over a third time. And if they're saying the only American company that's in there is Chevron, and they're doing their own job as far as um, making sure that they extract the oil and gas and do what they need to do for that country. Who is Trump to say, I'm here now and I'm making the rules? I mean, that's like basically a mafia boss, basically. You know, it's like a drug dealer taking. That's like Nino Brown taking over the Carter. You know. Yep. He did it just like Nino Brown. How they took over the Carter apartments. So yeah, y'all. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, y'all. Now let's get over to the Minnesota incident that happened when ICE agents were I think they were in the process of raiding some aliens or allegedly illegal aliens in Minnesota or something like that, because of the welfare fraud or something like that. And that lady was blocking one of the eight, or a few of the she was blocking the street basically. She was blocking the streets, and she actually, you could say she had a right because it's a public street. But the ICE agents, they have they have supposedly authority over a lot of stuff when it comes to what they need to do. And those ICE agents were standing in front of the car, so they told her to get out, which she didn't, because she's a U.S. citizen. She didn't have. You don't have authority over me. I'm not an illegal alien. So for you telling me to get out and stuff like that, you only have authority to go after people that are here illegally. If she was a U.S. citizen, which she was, then they really, like a police officer that worked for that city could have told her to move, and yeah, she should have. She would have abided by the law. But by law, ICE agents can't say, well, you got to move, you got to get out the car and just no. For what? I'm a U.S. citizen. Go after those illegals. You know what I'm saying? That y'all supposedly or allegedly are going after, and harass them. Don't harass me. That was her issue. That was her issue. So she really, actually, she really didn't have to move. She really didn't have to move, but she probably just got fed up with them harassing her and telling her to get out the car or whatever. And I am. Oh, what's up? I am. You said it's a bit off. What about now? What about now? Because I don't have earbuds on, and I got to. You know what? I gotta. She's got some. She's got a microphone back there. I gotta hook that microphone up. But yeah, y'all. Okay, that's better. Okay, I just moved the phone a little bit. So, what I was saying, what was going on this week, I am bars. I had went over Trump overtaking Venezuela and the oil companies that he met with Friday. Oil companies from Italy, Spain, and the U.S. And ExxonMobil said Venezuela is not investable right now. They're uninvestable, meaning that he was stating that they got kicked out of Venezuela twice already. I'm talking about some of the U.S. oil companies that were in there. And he said, going there a third time, he said they don't see it, really. They don't see it. They don't see them going in there. Sounds good. Like I said, President Trump sounds good on paper. Because he was saying, look, if you guys go in there, as far as, resetting up the infrastructure, as far as the oil and gas and stuff like that, the only thing he stated, the only thing America is going to get is cheaper oil, cheaper gas, cheaper. I just read it. It's cheaper energy bill, a cheaper energy bill, or something like that. He said. That's it. I kept saying that. Is that it? Is that all we're going to get? A cheaper energy bill? While these rich people, rich companies, they make billions, and he's presenting $100 billion deal. That's all the American people going to get, a cheaper bill for your. I'll take it, but that's crazy. Yeah, I know. 20 maybe two. See, when I say cheaper, I'm thinking, okay, my oil, my gas, my electric bill or gas bill is $300 a month. Cheaper to me is like $50 a month. That's cheaper to me. Not $280. I get $20 off, but that you get $120 or $140. I'm sorry, $140, something like that. Savings. Yeah, $140 a year savings. But hey, it is what it is. Iron bars. I understand. I definitely understand. You say, hey, you'll take. Yeah. Which is good. $20. I can't complain because it's $20 off. But then, the oil, the gas companies and electric companies,
They'll just jack the prices up again within a few years, basically. And the rich, what I was saying that I can't get mad at rich people because they know how to take a dollar and make it $2. Take $2 and make $4. Take $4 and make $8. Take $8 and make $16. Take 16 and make 30. Rich people know how to do that because they, like I was saying before, they understand that money is currency. Currency flows back, and just like an ocean, it, the ocean goes forth, back, forth. You don't let your money sit in a piggy bank at home. You don't let your money sit in a savings account where they give you 0.05% or something like that, and that's annually. You want to put your money in a high yield savings account, checking account, or something like that, which is like 4 or 5%. Robinhood now even have a 4 or 5% savings account for Robinhood. When the rules of the game change, I adapt. Right, right. Yeah, I just get rich. Right, right. We get rich, but you know how iron bars. You know how some people are. They always say the rich get richer because the rich read. They read. It's nowadays. Now in this day and time, we got so many books. You can go to Amazon and find out everything about getting rich, building assets and stuff like that, and um, taking your money to make more money. Yes, sir. Yep, yep. So what I was getting at about Donald Trump, and you can't get mad at him because he's trying to say he's building a legacy for his kids and his grandkids. That is Bible, that we supposed to leave an inheritance for our kids and our kids. You know, so even though Donald Trump presented this $100 billion oil investment deal, the oil, most of the oil, especially ExxonMobil, if the top ExxonMobil boss says that Venezuela is uninvestable, they know what they're talking about because they've been Powernomics, the national plan to empower Black America by Dr. Claude. Yep, I was listening to Dr. Claude Anderson years ago. When YouTube first started, I was listening to him. And he even said that Black Americans won't be needed as far as the workforce. That's why we gotta invest more. We have to invest more. And I think now is the opportunity as far as investing, making our dollars work instead of us working for our dollars. And let me let me yes sir, right, right. So let me make a small public announcement. If you haven't not gone to the Miss Jerry Defense Legal Defense Fund, go there and go to her donation page, her GoFundMe page, and give $1. Give $5, y'all. Give $10, $50, $20. That'll help me. I'm working. Actually, I'm working 3 jobs now. I'm working 3 jobs. I'm working my regular. I'm working security tonight. When I get off tonight in the morning at 6, I'm going to take a nap, and then I'm going to a 3rd job. Now I'm only working 3 jobs like within a couple of weeks because I'm transitioning from the security to back to Burger King. Because I'm signing up for a couple of certs that I'm going to take, so I can get. And they're building a $10 billion data center, not in Charlotte, but like an hour, almost like an hour away. I mean, they still kind of consider it Charlotte and stuff like that, but it's like almost like between Charlotte and Durham or Raleigh, Durham, something like that. Yeah, but they're building a Amazon is building a $10 billion data center. So I don't know. I might, as far as what I do now, I like it because I'm not sitting down all day and I'm not standing on my feet all day. So I'm kind of like in between. I'm in between. But yeah, iron bars. Yeah, definitely. Let's we were building ourselves economically. Now we're getting back to doing that. We're getting back to doing that. We exercise our Second Amendment rights, as far as like when we had Black Wall Street down in Oklahoma and stuff like that. Now, one of my buddies, I did a Cisco job in Cleveland. I changed out all the we changed out all the bad switches that they had in all the telecom rooms and stuff like that, or data rooms, I should say, and changed those out, configured them, and got with the Knox Center in Mexico and made sure everything was straight. Every time we switched out switches and stuff like that. But I did that job in Cleveland, and I did stuff. I've done stuff for Cisco, and I still work with Cisco products and stuff like that. But yeah, give to the Miss Jerry Fund, y'all. Give $1, give $5, give $10. The update with Miss Jerry is I seen one of the lawyers Thursday. I happened to see him. I have been trying to get this guy for a couple of weeks now, trying to pin him down. He was out of town because it was the holidays and stuff like that. And I finally pinned him down, and he said, Miss Jerry is on my list to go see her. Bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, yep. So what I'm saying this to say this, last week was a good time. It was a great investment of trading, I should say, a great trading time. This week, now the bosses for Exxon Mobil, the top boss, Exxon is like the top oil and gas processor in the United States. Exxon Mobil. I usually my car, this van will take Circle K. Miss Jerry, she likes to put Circle K in here. My car, I have an Acura. I had to put mobile gas in my car in order for it to run like the way I need to run it. And the second best gas company that I put in is QT. So I don't know where they get their. I don't know if they have their own refineries or what, but I go to 7-Eleven and put Exxon Mobil in my gas, or I go to QT for my Acura. But I'm saying that to say this. Now is this week, we got to see how it's going to go, because even though Trump said, hey, if you guys invest and make this $100 billion deal, it's going to be good for America. It's going to be good for first Venezuela, then America, then the oil companies. And Trump is he's gonna have some money coming to him with this investment. So now is a good time. Like I said, if Sunday is your Sabbath, go to church, praise God, worship God in the spirit and in truth. And if you want, wait till the sun goes down Sunday. If this is your Sabbath, if Sunday is your Sabbath day, wait till the sun goes down and then start researching, start going to Reuters, New York Times, Yahoo News, and see what they're saying if they have a meeting. But sometimes they have a secret meeting on Sundays. And see what since they had the meeting Friday, if Exxon Mobil has changed their mind, they might be like, man, we're not gonna do it. If they don't do it, I might buy some puts in Exxon Mobil or some oil companies, because they're the experts. Donald Trump is not the expert in oil. He's not the expert. He's the president, but he's not an expert in oil and gas. If Exxon Mobil saying, hey man, this not gonna work. This not gonna work. We done been in this country twice. We got kicked out twice, And like I said, the only one that's been in there that stayed in there is Chevron. That's in there right now. It's Chevron, but Trump wants to get the other oil companies to come inside Venezuela and reconstruct, retrofit and all whatever, do what they need to do and extract the oil from Venezuela. And I'm guaranteeing you that the oil companies will probably get 60%. I don't know. I don't know what, but oil companies are going to get a lot of percentage out of this. Venezuela, I don't know what percentage they're going to get out of it, which they need to get the big chunk because it's their land. It's their land, man. I mean, sometimes, man, as far as colonization and stuff like that, it's like, how can y'all do that to the people and extract their resources that God blessed them with? It's like, wow, how can y'all do that? How can y'all have faith and do that? Get some, get a little air. Whew, man. Yeah, yeah, how can y'all do that? But anyways, y'all, this week is just maybe just an investment week, y'all. Not really a trading week. Not just to say, hey, if Exxon, if they change their mind and say we're going to go in there, we're going to be reluctant to go in there, but we're still going to go in there. It's a great investment. It's a great time to invest, not trade, because it's going to be mixed. It might go up and it might go down. But if you invest, that means you're going to get money in the long term. So long-term investing with Exxon, because they might be reluctant to go in there a third time. And like I was saying before, it's like getting married. You get married the first time, get a divorce. You get married the second time, you get a divorce. Now a third woman comes up to you, or a third guy comes up to you. Hey, I want to get married to you. You'll be like, oh man, a third marriage? My first marriage didn't work. My second marriage didn't work. So now this third woman or third guy is coming up to me, asking me to get married. Now some people do it. Some people got married 3, 4, 5 times. Me, I don't really believe in that. Maybe twice. To me, maybe twice. As far as marriage. 3rd and 4th and 5th times, man. So that's what the Exxon Mobil boss is saying. He's saying that, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. So everyone that's in here, hit the thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Go to the description part on Miss Jerry's page and go to her GoFundMe and give a donation, y'all. I'm gonna donate to the Mickey Rourke GoFundMe. Mickey Rourke is an actor. And he's an actor, y'all. And I'm gonna turn this car around. And I got the lock unlocked. Okay. I'm on the live right now. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, be blessed. I'm coming back next week. I'm coming back next week, my last week next week. Okay. All right, be blessed. Okay. That was the cleaning guy. He's from not Nigeria. He's from Oh my goodness, he told me too. Oh, Kenya. He's from Kenya. He's from Kenya. Good guy, real good guy. Yep. Mr. David. What's up, Desire? The Bob? What's up? What's up? I'm sorry, Desiree. I get mixed up with some of these names sometimes, y'all. I still apologize, y'all. What I was going through what went on this week. I was going through Donald Trump and investing. Hopefully, some of you guys got into some trades with Chevron and Exxon and Lockheed Martin and some of the oil companies, Valero and stuff like that. You know what I had told you guys about. And you made some money this week, last week I should say, last week, because today is the first day of the week. Sunday is the first day of the week, y'all. But yeah, y'all. I'm saying that to say this, y'all. We went over the weather for this week. The weather's been horrible on the West Coast and the East. The East Coast and the West Coast. Northeast, I should say, and West. And the Southeast, we've been having like rain and just gray days and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's a good time to invest, y'all. It's a great time to invest. And we just gotta see what Donald Trump is, what he's talking about, what he's proposing. I'm gonna take Cutie Pie out real quick, y'all. Give Miss Jerry my love and support when you talk to her. Yeah, I'm gonna give you an update on Miss Jerry too. What I found out. I'm gonna take Cutie Pie out real quick, y'all. It's still live. Sit down, Cutie Pie, till I get over there on the other side. Sit. We still live, y'all. We still live. I'm gonna take her out real quick, y'all. Go to the bathroom. Come on, Kitty Pie. Come on. Yep. All right, hold on, y'all. It's over there. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. I am back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Whew. So yeah, y'all. All right. What I was saying was, Miss Jerry. I sometimes I take Cutie Pie out while I'm doing my shift because I don't want her sitting when I see her like standing up and stuff like that sometimes. And she like bouncing around with her tail. I just gonna take her to the bathroom. But yeah, Miss Jerry, I'm back, y'all. Miss Jerry is I was trying to find this lawyer that was kind of like he was on like holiday vacation, and I kept trying to they were saying he was gone or he was here or he might be here today. This was during the Christmas and New Year's week, and even before the Christmas and New Year's week, before like during like December, the second week of December or something like that, or yeah, second week in December, I couldn't catch up with this guy, but I went to go see Miss Jerry Thursday and talk with her. But before I talked to her, before I talked with her, I went up to the clerk of courts, one of their offices, way up on the fourth floor. And come to find out, when I got done talking with them, because as usual, they don't. No one has answers to um, what's going on until the lawyers and the judges and bada bing, bada boom meet. And I was like, okay. So I happened to walk out, and when I walked out of the office of the clerk of court, there he was standing, talking with another family. And I just, I politely asked him. I said, hey, it's me, Mr. Jerry, about Miss Jerry, about her case and stuff like that. And I've been trying to get up with you, and I left notes for you to go see Miss Jerry. And he promised me, yeah, I'm going to see her this week. This week coming up, as far as today, as far as it being the 11th, as far as the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, whatever day he's going to go see her. And um, um, he promised that he would try to go, he's going to go see her this week. So I'm going to find out more. She gives her love to all the subscribers, all her Jerry berries, and she's asking everybody for a donation. And yeah, I'm gonna let her know that you guys love her. She loves y'all, and I still gotta watch out. Even though I'm talking, I'm still working, y'all. Still working. And I was going over Donald Trump and people that may have made some money this week, or I should say last week, as far as trading and getting into the oil stocks, the defense stocks and stuff like that. And now Donald Trump is he's overtaken Venezuela, and I think it was like a mafia. It was basically like a mafia takeover, basically. You know, how he did it. He was bombing those boats. I kind of consider it like a football strategy. The defense the defensive line goes first as they're trying to get to the quarterback. And they can't really get to the quarterback, but they make an opening while they're fighting the offensive line. They're making an opening for the linebackers to come in. The linebacker comes in and gets to the quarterback and sacks the quarterback. And that quarterback was the president of Venezuela. You know, that's how Trump did it. That's how he did it. So I was saying that I was catching people up with what I was talking about before. We was talking about the weather, how bad the weather has been from the East Coast and the West Coast, and how God has made the weather. The weather's, I don't know why the news reports it, which is good, but the weather's been the weather since the Bible, since the beginning of time. So, anyways, I'm saying that to say this. Now we're on the issue about the Minnesota incident, about how the ICE agents was trying to make that woman get out of her car, or I think they told her to move or get out the car or something like that. And I'm saying I don't think they have authority to tell you to move because you're a U.S. citizen. They are there. If I'm correct, ICE agents are there, are in the process, or in their business or their operations is to gather up illegal aliens that are here in America illegally. And they're not, when I say illegally, I'm just saying they don't have the correct paperwork. Because this is God's earth. You should be able to go anywhere on this earth. No man should tell you you can't come into a country because the country wasn't made by you. You didn't make this earth. But the word says we should abide by the laws of the land. So, but a police officer, a regular police officer for Minnesota, should have told her, yeah, you got to move now. Now, then, I think, that's my opinion, then she should have moved as far as a regular police officer, because he is an officer of the law of that city or county or town or whatever. Then, okay, now you're not moving. Now that's an issue. But ICE, y'all there just to gather up illegal aliens. You don't have. I'm saying it might be my opinion. I'm thinking that they don't have authority to tell you to move off the streets, and especially if you're a U.S. citizen. Let me see. Okay. So I'm just looking up this story. Yeah, protests held nationwide after ICE agents killing of. I'm sorry, I said Minnesota, Minneapolis. Sometimes I get those mixed up. Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. Minnesota. Wait a minute. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now Minneapolis, y'all. All the time I've been saying Minneapolis. Yeah, so it's a worldwide protest that these ICE agents they're overstepping their boundaries. That's like to me, I'm saying this is my opinion. I might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. That's like the military police coming off base, and because their authority is on base. If they come off base and come into a city and tell you to stop or get out the car or whatever, they don't have authority to do that. Their authority is only for a military base. Unless you did something wrong and you leave the base and they chase after you, I don't know if they have jurisdiction to go over state lines and stuff like that. I don't know that. Now, ICE agents have authority to go into different cities, but I don't think they have authority to tell you to move off of a public street because you're blocking it. In other words, they should have been like, okay, let me get this police officer for the Minneapolis Police Department to come and move this lady. Now, a Minneapolis police officer, he comes. Now he has authority really over that lady that's blocking the public street. Like I said, that I might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or whatever. But I don't think ICE agents had the authority to tell that woman to move or get out the car. I don't think they had authority to do or say that. You move, you get out the car. You know, you do this, you do that. You know? Unless they suspected her to be an illegal alien, yeah, you could say that. But, nah, I don't think they had authority to do that. I don't think they had authority to do that. Or tell that lady to get out the car. So, yeah. Yeah, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's what time? It's 1:40 in the morning. It's a quiet time. I'm working right now, y'all. When I get off, I'm working my security. When I get off here, I'm gonna hopefully take a nap. I might try to work out a little bit if I'm not too tired. Go work out, and then go take a nap, because I got to go to my third job, y'all. Woo. It's something, y'all. It's something. So, yeah, that was a shame that they killed. They unalive. We can't say the word that unalive that woman in Minneapolis that they did that to that woman. And I would have just let her drove off. If I was an ICE agent, oh, she almost ran me over. Okay, well, I almost got ran over in New York a few times. I ain't start shooting people. I've been like, man, just go. I know she's an American citizen. Just let her go. And that problem would have been solved. And it's a shame. Now that lady I think she had 3 kids. Now they don't have a mother. A mother don't have a daughter anymore. They don't have an auntie anymore. They don't have a cousin anymore. They don't have a friend anymore. You know, with this lady. She's gone. They said she was a person that brightened up a lot of people's days. That she was a bright, cheery person. And as ICE agents, I don't know, y'all. It's just this world is like, did you have to shoot her? You couldn't just shoot the tires where she couldn't leave. You know what I'm saying? Or she could have, or just, or shot, I don't know, just shot the tires, man. I mean, you could have just shot the tires and disabled the car, basically. Without shooting that lady and pushing her into eternal. Man. Yeah. And JD Vance, he's siding with the ICE agents. Yeah, she almost ran the ICE agent over and this and that, and I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But God rest her soul. May she be at peace with the Most High, Heavenly Father, and being Jesus as her Lord and Savior. You know, yeah, y'all. So that's, it's about an hour and 45 minutes, y'all. Once this uploads, y'all can go back and look at it. Make sure you look at the New York Times and look at Reuters to make sure you guys do a proper due diligence. Do a proper due diligence before you guys. I don't know. I think I'm going to trade some Google, because they said Google is going to go up, y'all. Between now and June, Google is going to be going up. Because they have, you got to remember, Google has their own data centers and stuff like that. And their own AI. And I think they're building their own AI chips or something like that. Or they're going to get them from, I don't know about Amazon. Don't forget, Amazon is building a $10 billion data center in around here in Charlotte. I took an Amazon. I took a interview. I did an interview. It was 4 interviews. Man, it was something. And all 4 of those interviews, you had to kind of like. They only asked the last interview. Was it the last one? Or the last one they asked you technical questions. But the rest of the interviews, they were just situational. What would you do if your boss, if you didn't agree with your boss about a project, how did you handle it? Even though the data center is internet driven, cloud servers, switches, routers, firewalls, other gear that you have to put in there. They want to see how your mental is, and how your thinking is as you working at a job for other people. So yeah, they're building a data center, not in Charlotte, but like between Charlotte and Durham, if I'm correct, or Charlotte and another city. I kind of researched it, but it's like between Charlotte and another city going. I think it's going more east or something like that. But yeah, $10 billion data center, y'all. So yeah, I might I'm working up some search for that. I'm probably gonna take some free classes with MIT, because MIT has free classes. Yeah, the real MIT, y'all, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. So yeah, y'all, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I'm saying it to say this, y'all. Look out for this week. Pray to God that the president. We still have to pray. The Bible said we still pray for our leaders. Whether right or wrong, we pray for them to make, for God to have them make the right decisions, y'all. So, God will bless Donald Trump to make the right decisions, the correct decisions. And yeah, this week is gonna be something, y'all. It's gonna be something. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank everyone for hitting the thumbs up. Hopefully you guys made some money last week. As far as what I was telling everybody about some of the ticker symbols: Chevron, CVX, CXV. Sometimes I get Chevron mixed up. ExxonMobil, XOM, Valerio, VLO, or Valero. I'm sorry, VLO. Lockheed Martin, LMT. That's the defense contract. And we're probably going to start going over Iran, what's going on over in Iran, and what Trump was telling the Iranian president, that he's going to side with the protesters. The protesters, they've been they've been, man, they've been mad at the government. I don't know why, because if I'm correct, Iran is an oil rich company too, if I'm correct. So the people over there should be Gucci. You know what I'm saying? How we used to say back in the day, should be Gucci. Yeah. But anyways, y'all, probably gonna go over Iran this week. What's going on, and Donald Trump's $100 billion oil deal with the oil companies, and Miss Jerry's updates. I look research Google. A lot of people that's been on like uh Facebook. That Facebook. What's X? Twitter. I get, yeah, Twitter. They've been talking about Google, and it's been some whales that's been buying like millions of option contracts for Google for June. So yeah, y'all, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up. Go to the Miss Jerry donation page. It's on her description. Go to her donation page and donate $1, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. Anything helps me. I'm paying for the lawyer. I'm doing like 2 jobs to help pay, help with Miss Jerry. So yeah, y'all, and some help from y'all, help from all our subscribers is gonna help me out, y'all. So it's almost 2. Let me see, what time is it? It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And like I said, once I get done here, if I'm not too tired, I'm gonna try to work out. And before I go to my 3rd job, and like I said, I need some help, y'all. We need help to help Miss Jerry. We definitely need help to help Miss Jerry, y'all. So yeah, help Miss Jerry, help us with the Miss Jerry Legal Defense Fund. And yeah, I gotta do some rounds and make sure everything's straight. But yeah, y'all, Miss Jerry loves y'all. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Shalom, peace, and blessings. Stay with Yeshua Jesus. Remember the Sabbath and keep it holy as much as you can. Yeshua is the Lord of the Sabbath. The Sabbath was made for man, not the man for Sabbath. Meaning, the Sabbath was made for man to rest in the presence of God. So, and if Sunday's your Sabbath, rest in God. Try your best not to buy, sell, or trade on the Sunday Sabbath, or Sunday worship, I should say, or Saturday Sabbath. We try our best, but even Jesus said, which one of you would not go and get your donkey out of a ditch if it fell in a ditch? Meaning, I'm from New York, so I still see Jewish people in New York. They'll walk to the synagogue because driving a car is work to them. Going on an elevator and pressing buttons, that's work. The elevator is working. And Jesus was trying to tell those Pharisees and the Jewish people that's not gonna get you saved. Okay, as far as being in the Old Testament before I came, yeah. But now that I've come and I'm gonna be the living sacrifice, I am the Lord of the Sabbath, meaning that we everything we depend on Jesus. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come to the Father but by him, but by Yeshua Jesus. Yeshua. So, all the works that we do, we still gonna be accountable, but we don't make those works a God. Jesus is our Lord and Savior. He is our overseer and our Savior. So, yeah. But make sure you make your Sabbath either Sabbath day, Saturday, or Sunday holy. One girl I talked to, she was one of my high school classmates. She said every day should be holy. Yeah, you can't make every day holy because you're supposed to work 6 days a week. And when I say you can't make it holy, you still can talk to God daily. And while you're at lunch, because that's what I do. I talk to God all day and just say, thank you, God. I praise you. I thank you, God, for making me make this good right turn. I thank you for blessing me to not be involved in that accident. I've driven to, I've gone to get something to eat at a restaurant, intersection and stuff like that, crossing the intersection, gone to the restaurant, come back, and it was a major accident. You know, I know one time I was back home in New York. Um, Me and my buddy, he was helping me wash clothes. Because my buddy DJ, shout out to DJ Dana Dane back in the Rock. Shout out to him. And I don't know, I could have watched. I don't know what was I staying at. I'm trying to think of where I was staying at. Because everybody I stayed with got washing machines, but I don't know. I just was washing clothes for some reason. I just wanted to wash my own clothes. And me and my buddy, we put the clothes in the washing machine. We walked to the store, went back to put the clothes in the dryer, walked back to the store. It was yellow tape around the store. It was yellow. Somebody got killed. I'm telling y'all, man, God is with God. If you thank God for all the times you could have been, I think somebody got shot or they got stabbed. I gotta ask my buddy what did they say. I mean, just like that. Me and my buddy was like, how did we come to the store? We put like I said, we put the clothes in the wash first. And by the time me and him was walking and talking, we go back to the laundromat, put my clothes in the dryer, go back to the same store, and it's yellow tape. I'm telling y'all, man, God, we talk to you talk to God at all times if you can. Wake up, breakfast, walking, in the car. God, protect me in this car. Bless me to get to work on time. Thank you, God, for everything. Going to the store, I can walk in the, so I can walk on any side of town in my city. Because I was how some of my buddies say, I was a square that was aware, meaning that I knew drug dealers, I knew all the gang members, and would slap them up sometimes, dap them up, But I just was, I'm a guy I'm a person that I was more into women. Living when I was back home. I was more into women as far as being around women and stuff like that. That's what my thing was. But I knew guys on the west side, guys on the east side, and I'm talking about, when I say guys, I mean like killers. I mean people that's been in jail for 20 years for doing something to people. Yeah. Drug dealers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time. But I'm saying that to say this, I thank God that he just is always protecting me. Now I ask that he protect you, your family, and everyone that you know. So I'm gonna close this out. It's 1 hour and 59 minutes. It's gonna be 2 hours as I close this out. Like I said, do your due diligence. Go to New York Times, Financial Times, Yahoo Finance News, any kind of financial news outlet, or even any kind of news that's gonna up your game on your investing and your trading. And research it and mark your charts and get into some trading and make your money work. Don't let you work for your money. Make your money work, y'all. Okay? All right, y'all. Well, be blessed. Shalom again. And much love to everybody. It's 1:59, hour and 59 and 59 seconds, y'all. I'm about to end this. And y'all be blessed, y'all. Y'all be blessed. All right? Shalom.